We live in an age of excessive political correctness, where the easiest way to end a conversation with someone you disagree with is to say, "I'm offended," or worse still, to call them a name. I think this is really damaging because it means we can't have civilized conversations about political issues such as immigration and the so-called gender pay gap. The left in particular have mastered the art of inferring bigotry or a group identity on an opponent in order to delegitimize their argument. This is what many refer to as identity politics, which is essentially the practice of reducing someone to a characteristic such as gender or race in an attempt to either delegitimize or legitimize them. As a right-wing commentator, this is something that I've experienced on several occasions. Whenever I say something that someone, usually on the left, disagrees with, they will often attack one of my perceived group identities as opposed to my arguments. I'm called a racist, a stupid woman, an evil Tory, privileged, middle class, any kind of group identity that is perceived to delegitimize me, as opposed to a reasoned response to the ideas that I presented. I think this is ridiculous. People aren't just any one thing. We're all a variation of our own experiences. We face different struggles, different advantages and disadvantages. You'd hardly tell a homeless man on the street to check his straight white male privilege. Also, I'd say that judging someone by their physical characteristics as opposed to what they say or do is a rather backward way of doing things. And telling young people, even children, that they should feel oppressed or guilty because of the colour of their skin or their gender is deeply unhelpful. The psychologist Jordan Peterson argues that identity politics doesn't allow people to engage with each other on an individual level. Rather, your value and your privilege is judged before you even open your mouth. Postmodernists believe that you can't have an individual identity. Your identity is based on a group that you belong to. You're placed in a box. But the problem is, people don't fit into boxes. For example, if you want to divide society based on gender, you also have to divide society into various ethnicities, sexual preferences, social classes. There's a never-ending way of dividing people into groups. We are all a unique combination of various characteristics. And there are as many combinations of these identities as there are people on the planet. At the end of the day, we're individuals, and we should treat each other that way. Identity politics is divisive, it's regressive, and it's holding us back from having real conversations. Let's do better. I'm Chloe Westley, and you're watching Reason.